Hey, what's up guys? Mike Patrick, and in this video I just want to do a really quick basic history, okay, of importance when it comes to Hebrew history, okay? Hebrew history. All right? That's relative, okay? So something basic, good for children or people who may not have an understanding of Hebrew history, especially if you are a Bible believer, okay? This is going to be a very important video in giving you a good foundation in order for you to go and do further research for yourself, okay? So basically, the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible fled into West Africa from Rome, okay, escaping persecution, okay? So the Hebrew Israelites were all over the world, okay? Hebrew Israelites aren't just African, or were not just African, okay? They were all over the world previously, before they had actually fled into Africa, okay? So they fled into West Africa, fleeing persecution from Rome, okay? And there, from West Africa, they were sold into slavery by actual Africans, okay? By actual Africans. So a lot of times we hear about how Africans sold other Africans into slavery. Well, really how it was the Africans had sold Hebrew Israelites into slavery. That's why they really didn't have a issue with doing it, because they weren't really actually the same people, okay? It's just like if you live in America and someone else comes to America from a whole nother country or a whole nother continent altogether, okay? And just because you share similar features, someone just says they put you all in one box, okay, in one category, okay, and it's called them Africans, because technically you would be an African at that point, okay? You're an African citizen, I guess you could say, at that point. But what it really was the Hebrew Israelites were all over the planet, even in the Americas at that time, who we consider the traditional Native Americans, okay? They were also Israelites, okay? Hebrew Israelites. So the Hebrew Israelites occupied the whole planet, okay? But the particular ones we're talking about that's of significance in America is the tribe of Judah, okay, who ended up in West Africa, and they were sold into slavery by West Africans, the people who were already in West Africa, okay? And that happened, that was the transatlantic slave trade, okay, of 1619. All right. So this is really relative if you just want to know, if you're a history buff anyway, okay? And then it's very relative for Bible believers, okay? For those who have questions about the Bible, give you a better perspective, okay? So that's basic Hebrew history, which led the Hebrews into America, where they were in slavery, okay? And Bible prophecy has them in slavery for 400 years, from 1619, and then 400 years would make 2019, okay? And let me see. And basically, if you're a Bible believer, this is more from a biblical standpoint now. They went into persecution. Went into slavery, based on the fact that they did not honor God's commandments, okay? And they also didn't keep their covenant, okay? And that was not the first time that they were put into slavery, okay? Based on not following the commandments of the Most High, and also based on not keeping the covenant, okay? So that's what that's pretty much in a nutshell a rundown on Hebrew Israelite history, okay? So it's a nation of people, it's just a nation of people, the Hebrew Israelites, and they're the Most High's chosen people. All people are the Most High, His creation. he chose a certain people, a certain nation to be his. Okay, and so I mean, everybody doesn't necessarily have to agree with that. That's more of a I guess you could say religious standpoint. Okay, but just from a but the history is the history, you know. So guys, that's a basic rundown, like I said, so you can further look into things. That's a good foundation. Okay, and you can further look into things yourself. All right, guys, hopefully this was a helpful video, and then educational video, enlightening video, and have a good one. See you next time.